What's up, people? What's up, people? Easy as one, two, three. All right. So make we step in at the place. Manners and respect, people. Always manners and respect. Keep on saying this because it's such an important thing when you deal with manners and respect. It means that you respect yourself, you respect others, respect the things them around you. So all right, again, then time I say it's not like people are gonna listen to every video that you do. Them just are gonna listen to that video, yeah. And within that video there must be enough information so they can be satisfied. So just in case them can go check out the next video, then can go check out the next video, then probably hear something pertaining to this video or that video. But pretty much it's like I look at it as a series, right? Because it's January and a balance and freedom of the mind we're supposed to look at in a January. Our mind have to be clear of all of the year-long journey where we're upon. Because again, every year, okay, if there's no like cycle of this year and all of that stuff, would I just I live with life in a sense, nothing for make us reflect or I mean, to me that's how the year goes. It's within this period of time, then give you for your accomplish for the next year. And then the next year you build upon whatever you build upon. So if there was no year annual thing for, would I just live with life straight? But with the year now, we can reflect and then we can start over and make plans. I listen to it was a YouTube. He was talking about the same thing. Everybody start off the year on 1 foot or 2 foot, and then 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 days in the month, them just forget everything with them start off with or how them have them plan set and just go back in the norm. But I try to find the video because that was something when we find the video, I'm gonna do a video. I do a commentary pertaining to again balance, right? So but this one, I'm gonna play a little bit of this one. So this one, it's about the question where them ask is the YouTube personality is Mr. Let Go. I listen to everyone, and then it's up to me to decide what I learned from that situation. So this is he's on a panel with like 2 ladies and 3 gentlemen. I can't go watch it on like the full thing. I just want to listen to his point of view. So his solution, this is his solution to. This is his solution to solving the okay, so his solution is to the single mothers. His solution to this is his solution to the single mother. Now again, when them people are talk how them feel about situation, and them use language but other people probably not like. Again, you don't have to agree with how a person express themselves. You just always have to pick sense out of nonsense. So the language part, I'm not gonna use them language, but them use them language when them attack. So let's go.
A single person doesn't have the same morals as me. So I'm going to say something to you as a woman. As a life. As a woman, my standards are I'm not willing to share a man. That's my standard. Whether I have a child, whether I age, that does not change my standard. So you saying that I'm never going to find a man that meets my standards you just said that probably are not going to. Yeah. But I think that's false because how many grandmas we know that had Uncle Elroy step in or whatever, somebody step in and raise these children that weren't there. There are great men out there that do not care. Some that already have children, some that don't have children, some that still want to have children with that woman, some that never want to. You can't generalize that. Here's property. Imagine a man that makes, like, just say $400,000 a year, right? He can get whatever woman he wants. Say he has 2 kids or whatever from a divorce, right? But he's an empty nester and he has this big old house. Life is great, right? He can turn around and get with one woman and have a child with that woman and start over and turn around and potentially get divorced all over again and have to deal with that. And, probably can't see his kid with that woman. Or he can get with 2 or maybe 3 single mothers, move them into the house, marry one of them, or don't marry neither one of them. And they say, he, as a good man, I'm talking about good, smart, affluent man, he's taking care of 3 kids and 3 women. Hold on. Position where he is actually being more community minded versus just he's not community because he has all 3 women. I gotta try to get. I'm trying to get into Mr. Let Go Mathematics. Okay. All right. So, do you feel like a woman being a single mother decreases her value on the dating market? On the dating market, yeah, not as a person, but yeah, on the dating market. So what you're trying to say is because since her value, and this is your math, since her value is less, she should pair with another lesser value woman to add value and be a collective aid. To add value and be a collective aid. I did, just in my scenario, a man that has kids and their kids are grown, so that means he's proven himself to be a great father, right? Yeah. And now he has a nice life or whatever, and he's an empty nester, right? Big old house or whatever. And the typical man wants more than one woman. So this is a great situation that would be good for everybody, not only the man. It's not for everybody. Wait. Not only for the man. You said what? Hold on. How is it for me? How is it for the child?
I just came up with a solution that will help every woman watching, regardless of age, and let's start here.
To ask questions. That don't mean I believe it, but I've asked it. I think you believe it. Let me ask you the questions. Ask whatever you want to ask. So, what's better or worse, how you want to preference it? A woman in a scenario that may have baggage that decreases her value, not being able to find a man, period, and being one of the statistics of Black women that never get married in their lifetime. And their children in prison. Pairing up and being in that poly relationship and sharing what we say is a lack of Black men, which is worse. If you in your head, would you be like, I'd rather be I would rather be by myself the rest of my life than to be in a polygamous relationship sharing a man. Sharing a good man. I think I would rather. In a nice neighborhood. Big house. I think for me, I would rather be by myself than to share a man with another woman. I'm not okay with that. The ego when it's a woman, but you're not going to be okay with being a neighbor because you're a woman. You're not okay with me fucking your wife. Let's say you were a single father. Would you partner up with another single father to bring a money-making bitch in the house to be y'all wife and help take care of y'all? Because you keep saying, you literally just said, when she said that, you were like, oh, ego. That's not ego, nigga. We can share. I don't want to share. It's not about standards. Let me say this. Once you put yourself in a certain position, and after a certain amount of years, what you have been trying or doing isn't working, your child is watching you, that's one thing, and your child is suffering every year that you fail in your relationship. When you don't love yourself. I think the child suffers when you show that that's not true. I never had a dad. I never had a dad. You're an anomaly. No, but it's so many. LeBron James didn't have a fucking dad, and he's successful. There's so many people that didn't have a dad that made it out the hood. Do you know the statistics of children that actually go to prison? It's 80% of children that go to prison if they don't have a father in the household.
Hey, how about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game?
Never said that. Everywhere I look, I feel like there is a woman that I can make it work. However, I constantly hear black women saying it's not enough quality black men. Right. So I guess my acknowledgement is not to say that I agree with your point, but you agree with my point. But I understand, because honestly, monogamy ain't even our shit. It was given to us, right? And we're not even, so that's that. But then to go back to say, I want to ask the men, do you think in that scenario that is more advantageous for our culture for people to choose to be alone than to be in polygamy? If that was your only choices, would we choose a polygamous relationship over raising your child by yourself and being by yourself for the rest of your life? With 2 women, I take it. What if it was the only choices was you had a brother husband or be alone? Yeah, we can't. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, we got the luxury of sheer numbers. Yeah, I just subscribe to that bullshit because I feel like everybody comes with bullshit, and so no matter how affluent you are, how educated you are, you still got your own pile of bullshit. So it's about whether when my bullshit agrees with your bullshit. I don't think no, it's not, and I don't think that it's an outnumbered number. I think that that's what they keep telling us, so we can operate out of a scarcity mindset. Y'all have the men because they want us to take what the fuck I can get because there's not much out here.
I feel the same way about saying that black people are the minority. I feel like fuck y'all. I don't think they're the minority no more. Like, stop playing with me. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But look, however, when we do hear that narrative, it is mostly from women. Because most of us have subscribed to that bullshit mindset. And what I'm saying is, you get what you subscribe to, you get what you accept. So if I make up in my mind and I know for a fact that there is a quality black man out there who will value me and still treat me well and has his shit together and will still be faithful to me, then that's what the fuck I'm gonna get. Even if I did have a child, there's still grandmas out here that had good men come in and remarry them and be married forever and raise their first child or how many ever.
How many mama is married?
Just think about this. This is one thing that I just want y'all to think about. Did you know mom is married? Okay.
The woman that Jeff had 2 kids with, she got married after
and I'm sure that person is now a healthy co-parent in this situation. But look, this is the main thing. Y'all say, go back to what you said. What about a single dad? The statistics don't lie. Man, fuck them statistics. They do, because how many niggas is taking statistics like doing that shit? I don't know. How many of y'all know about a statistic? Have the same. Fuck with the police, so we're not answering questions on no paper.
All right. So again, his argument is, if you're rich enough as a man and you have a big house, the best way for us to solve the single mother issue that we have amongst us is that man to be with 2 women, and that would balance the kids. Now in this situation, the kids don't have a choice. So are they being balanced? They're gonna have pretty much 2 mother and a father. So again, with the balance, how we balance each other. We can come up with ways for balance, but are we balancing each other? If the relation start out like it's a lifelong journey, would there be so much unbalance? Again, the problem before the solution. So we create the problem, and this is gonna be the solution. So from now on, it's best for us to have two mothers, one father. That's the balance. That's their idea of the balance. So let's listen.
We didn't fuck with the police, so you know we're not answering questions on no paper.
Single fathers and
Definitely don't be answering questions.
You feel that fucking sense.
single fathers have the same success rate when it comes to parenting as two-parent households.
I can see that.
The biggest issue.
I can see that.
Even
And I say you got two parents. I think two parents is better than one, but it doesn't have to be.
And even two lesbian or gay parents have a higher statistic
I agree,
of raising children. So the worst, and you can take this however you want to take it.
There we go.
The worst parent on the entire planet, statistical wise, is a single mother. So if we were to take single mothers and pair them up with men, and the man has to be with another woman also, guess what? Their children are saved. Crime literally goes down. Poverty literally goes down. Drug use literally goes down. Homelessness literally goes down. I can keep going, but I'm not.
You ever think about Thanos and be like, damn, that nigga had a point? I think about that with this nigga. And there every other conversation, like, damn, you unnecessary evil, huh?
I'm just saying.
But I do feel
Save the children.
the doubling up doesn't have to mean
So let's
I
make it-
sleep with a man. That's my whole point.
No,
I agree with the doubling up.
Let me push this forward. Okay.
If me and Randy both single moms and we live next door and we like, let's tag team
That's
this
a big
mom
deal.
shit together.
Y'all
Let's do
ruin
that.
y'all kids
I don't gotta
together.
fuck the same nigga she fucking
Y'all
No.
ruin y'all kids
We not
together.
gonna
Let's simplify this conversation. Let's simplify this conversation. A child is born, the two parents aren't together.
Mhm.
Typically, who is the child better off going with?
With the father.
Initially, wait, pause, because you motherfuckers cannot lactate, okay?
No,
All right, true, AC. What's your thought process on that?
So I think that has to be speak. But just in terms of the stats and the outcomes and the results alone, the stats don't lie. The kid is more likely to fail statistic wise with their mama than they are with their dad. It's crazy, but it's real. I didn't believe it either.
80%.
I went to
So
go
you
research it.
know what? I think that happens because more times than not, the dad is usually the authority figure that kind of keeps things in line.
Yes. When we go to, if you ever been to child support court as a man,
Y'all are defended.
you have no rights in there.
Yeah.
The woman gets the kid automatic as soon as the kid comes out, even though they know the statistics.
Yeah.
They know that they go to jail more and all the different things that Let Go had alluded to, right? They know these things when it comes to divorce, but the woman still most time 85%, almost 90% gets the kids, regardless of whatever, automatic. And the man has to fight for custody just to see his kids.
Yeah.
And the woman is more incentivized the less he sees the kids.
Yep.
Hear me out. Because there's so many more women with primary care, the statistic gets skewed because there will be more unready mothers still taking care of a child.
For sure.
Whereas when a father typically has primary care, it is because he is most likely exemplary. So,
being a
of course,
father and
so,
being
so
ready.
could you actually say that the statistic will be remarkably better if
That's why I don't go off that shit.
the same number of fathers had the same number of kids or
Easy.
that mothers did?
Yeah.
Let me answer that then. So I just want y'all to think about this. When you look at a man, right, and you know, you want to date a guy somewhere, right, and you find out he's a mama's boy, is that attractive to you? Guys, when y'all date a woman, hold on. When you date a woman and you hear that she's a daddy's girl, what does that make y'all feel? What's the first thing you think in your mind?
Excited.
Yeah.
Excited.
I mean,
I gotta live up to who her dad made her to be, right? So she's more respectable in every way, and I'm gonna show up to the dad's house with a suit and tie on. Yes, sir. No problem, sir. I'm gonna treat your daughter right, sir. Right. So the bottom line is,
I think it's the
hold
struggle.
on.
Go ahead.
The influence of a father is seen past the child. The world sees that little girl or little boy as higher in regard. Yeah. So that influence is bigger than anything.
I think what they're saying, based off numbers and based off the conversation, yeah, you the shit. Yeah, your mamas did great. But you're an exception to the rule, not the rule. Right. And I think that's what they're trying to say. And I definitely can see that because... And that's when I say, who made up these fucking rules that y'all have to subscribe to?
Let me get this.
If I'm an exception, it's 100 million more exceptions.
You have a great life.
Sure, you know.
You have a great life.
No, but I feel like I'm not the only one like that.
Okay, check this out. All right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's progress the conversation. Listen, I feel like, especially about Black people, man, we make the best out of any situation.
Yeah.
And we've been doing that in this country for so long. But I don't know if we should normalize having to make the best out of fuck up situations. And we don't have to continue to do that anymore. So I do think we need to prioritize more two-parent.
And that's the point. That's the point right there. Why do we always have to make the best out of the worst situation? Balance. You know, everything we do, we have to have balance. I always figure, say, just because of the cut of the meat what we get to eat, or, you know, all the meat that was tossed out, I'll tell you how expensive oxtail is. And oxtail, them used to never have nothing to do with oxtail. I mean, it's not us alone who eat oxtail, but we are proud eater oxtail. I went to the butcher and I see like a Spanish lady, she was buying like 4 or 5 oxtail. So I guess she either have a restaurant or them love oxtail. So just the fact that we make make the best out of the worst situation. It shouldn't be that way. It should be equal opportunity for we have the same choices. So when it come down to people can sit down and discuss how can we make the best out of the worst situation. That's pretty much how it always set up for we. But it starts with balance. If we are balance each other, if we're working together, and I try to make things better. I'm not gonna say there won't be no potholes on the road, but with free ability, we can fix it. And she asked some legitimate question. All of them rules here. Who come up with all of them rules here? And the rules them, if they not benefit we. Oh, that makes sense. Again, the way how people express themselves, you know, and have to listen. And sometimes people have passion about certain things and how them come off. But if you can say, well, I didn't learn nothing from what they're saying just because of their accent or them come off aggressive or whatever it is. It's on you. It's on you.
I think we need to prioritize more two-parent or healthy co-parenting relationships with both parents there. If you are in a non-heterosexual relationship, both support systems, however you slice it up. But I grew up without that father figure there, right? And just personal for me, I feel like that's what led, and I said this earlier in one of the episodes, what led to me being molested as a child. Because my mother had to work a lot. She would have people babysit or whatever the case may be. And that happened. And maybe it wasn't a fear that, man, somebody would come do something to me if I touched a kid, if my dad was there. Yeah. But then I think about my anger. The way that I was doing things when I was younger, the respect I had for my mother wasn't necessarily there. And so I feel like me having a father there, but healthy father there, would have done me service. But I see your point though, because you have to ask yourself how many of those people would have been that healthy father, or maybe that person could have been an abusive father, or this, that, and other. But then it would go back, and this is the Pandora's box about it. Then it would go back to who are you choosing to have children with? Right. I don't think we should minimize the importance of father. What would you say having active fathers inside a child's life, whether they're together or not? What benefit would you think that would get to a child?
Bro, like I can speak from personal experience here. Like on my mama's side, I got like 8 male cousins, right? I think 7 of them been in jail. And none of them had a daddy. None of them had dad. I had my daddy in the house. You see what I'm saying? And I was running with him. We would kick it. We'd be going and doing a bunch of things that I can't really speak about on this camera. But in the back
of and it doesn't matter, you know. It doesn't matter who you run with. You don't know say who. You can't do the same thing with them do. You hear me I say? That's just having somebody home who's gonna set you straight. Because trust me, me get enough beating when me a pick me. Enough beating. Enough beating. My ears did hard for real. It's not like I didn't listen. I listened. Or me hear. Them used to tell me some my ears hard. So I did have this Uncle Keity. I never really know him still, but he used to work on them key and truck the back home. I tell you, say, we used to be an agriculture country, you know, island. We have so much fruits. We never ever think about hunger because we have so much food. He used to work on one key and truck and he must have go on one key and one trip and then time say no figure. And them say him catch up on the truck with somebody and then lick him off at the truck. And I saw him pass. So the man always say, your ears hard like your Uncle Keity. Your ears hard like your Uncle Keity. And then I realize, say, you know, say, nothing good never come out of Uncle Keity because them say me is hard too. So then I start listen. So from them times, then I understand the importance of listening and understanding what people say, and understand what them say. Okay, so let's listen.
we'd be going and doing a bunch of things that I can't really speak about on this camera, but in the back of my head, I still have my pop's voice like, hey, boy, you need to go your own way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you got that'll you more likely to say, you know what? I'm not going to go with y'all on this robbery. You know what? I'm not going to go with y'all to bag up. I ain't going to do that. I'm about to go do this. I'm about to go play ball, this, that, and the third. So when an active father is there and healthy, keyword on healthy, when that's there, it deters you from making a bunch of stupid decisions that if it was just a mom who was more times than not super emotional, that's my baby, especially when it comes to a boy, right? Well, mama's way harder on their daughters and boys. For sure. So as a boy, when your mom is there, she really like just lets you do what you do. But that's where the father come in and like, hell no, you're not doing that. Because I was your age. When I did it, this happened. When I did it, that happened.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the term sunsman? Sunsman. Oh, yeah. Where the women change. Because you'll have a woman that's single or having, doesn't have a man. So that child at 7, 8 years old, 9 years, he becomes the man of the house. And she'll say that. You're the man of the house. Right. Or you say, this is my little man. To that child. We're taking.
Yeah, that's one of the things when me hear a lot when the woman them say the youth them are the man of the house. And then if the person where them I give this responsibility is not a mannerable person. That's why you're gonna have issue. Because you're not gonna say, oh, mom give me the authority to do this and do that and whatever. And if you have little brothers and sisters, you probably have start abuse them and them stuff there. Right? So in that sense, giving them the authority not to be kids. Because enough time here, like even, young kids, all them talk is like they're in that same position where they have to be more responsible than they have to be. This is why when I grew up as a kid, kids' responsibility was to be mannerable, to be respectful, to carry out them tasks, right? These are the things when I say these are the details where I not think so you hear other culture talk about these things, right? I don't think you go on a program and listen to any other race talking about these balance, right? Because they look at for them community. They look at the things them that position that we're in. Ghetto. Who come up with ghetto, and why is it that we embrace the mentality of ghetto so much? And just the fact that it's ghetto, it's so destructive. It's like we embrace the worst things. So even the fact that you can explore, say, okay, for us to solve the problem, we're gonna create a new way of thinking. And there's nothing wrong with creating a new way of thinking, but the family structure, our family is supposed to be the real balance of a man and a woman and raising them family, right? To create, say, okay, fine, we're gonna say it's normal for us to have two women and a man, and that solution to the problem. When that wasn't the solution to the problem, then we never had this problem. Then when we were living as a community, right? We never have them problem then when time I live as a community. I mean, I say like Pitney never born out of wedlock, but it wasn't. Me say it before. You used to have one criminal in the neighborhood. You have one junk in the neighborhood. You have one predator larceny person. And everybody knows it, it's just one. Now everybody is, you have 100 bad man, you have 100 thief, you have 100, all of this stuff them. Everything merged in a one, just one big cooking pot of no morality. It's just this energy just get worse. You know, so them don't come out with some other sickness already, right? Them have a next sickness, them a gear up everybody and I say one next sickness that come. Right? And so them have a next sickness that come. And nobody now pay attention to that. but it's coming. It's coming like say everybody have planned something and we not plan nothing. It's just happening and we have to make an adjustment to it. So when them talk about how it was, balance. So it's a decay of balance in our life. Because we don't balance each other. So let me continue.
And that child. Now we're taking
Listen.
that child to not have a dad. Because that's the reason why she's saying it.
Here's a quick question. He opened it up.
Go ahead.
Why is it always on the active parent and blamed on the active parent, usually from your point of view, the mom, on why the other parent is inactive?
Because her dumbass didn't require marriage. Because her dumbass didn't require marriage. In those situations, just allude to the point that you made, there are sometimes these relationships with sons and mothers that produces this coddling, this sort of weird dynamic relationship. And what happens is, I think you mentioned on one of the episodes, is now these men grow up more emotional. It may not be in a traditional feminine way of emotions, but a masculine emotional way is a dangerous man. This is what, and I'll say this for myself. I feel like my mother had to be probably more forceful with her discipline with me. Because her voice alone wasn't enough. She had to earn respect. Like whereas a man his child's like, hey, that voice, you can be enough sometimes. They need a voice. I love it. In a certain way. Because you're tighten up like, ooh, what I do. And a lot of times, a mom don't have that. So when I meet a woman that's got a sunspin or whatever you call it, to me, because I've talked to them before, and when you go into a situation like that with a woman, you can't even try to correct the child or the way that she is coddling this boy that's going to disable him later on, and try to correct her out of love and be like, yo, you need to let him clean his own room. He's 13. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so yes, I've been in that situation before because look, you can't protect a kid in a sense that they're not mentally strong to do certain things. You don't have to teach them how to be mentally strong. Balance. Right? He have to do it by himself, learn how to do it by himself. All of these things are like the detail of our life, the detail of our mind we not pay attention to. So then we end up and say, okay, it's cool for us to have 2 women and a man to solve the problem of single mother. Right? You know what I'm saying? We gotta understand what balance is and we have to practice it. That's our tradition. And so we used to balance each other, balance the community, balance the neighbor. So all of them things that are so important, the details, that are the detail we are miss. That's the detail we're missing. Make we listen.
13. You know what I'm saying? I've had women get pissed off at me for even suggesting that they change something with a boy. And so now when I run into women like that, because I like single moms, again, I leave them be, because that dynamic, that relationship is too toxic for me to get involved in.
Like as a man in that situation, it puts guilt in that man. And it hinders him in his further relationships once he leaves the crib. Because he always feel that allegiance to his mom. You literally have dudes out there who can't give himself to his woman the way they want to. Because it's like, am I going to be slighting my mama in the process of this? You know what I'm saying? My mama used to us going, on dates or dinner every Saturday. But now my new girl may want to go there. And now I got to, you know what I'm saying, Mother's Day, I'm used to spending it with her, going above and beyond. But now I got a girl, we had a kid together. I can't necessarily give her 100% of me because I got to make sure that I'm pleasing my mom. So that's what's not spoken of a lot of times.
I think that's really a popular thing in this generation of men too. What you spoke on as far as like it being emotional masculine men, we're dealing with that right now. We're living that current.
Because of the single mother epidemic.
The strengths that a man will bring to a parenting a child needs to be complemented by the strengths a woman would bring. But the thing is, sometimes if you are too much of that logical disciplinarian and they don't have that mother's hold and coddle and this at the appropriate time, now you get an overly hardened or non-emotional. But what we're seeing is too many unbalanced situations.
You don't want to talk when me talk. Too much unbalanced situation. Understand that? Our whole life is unbalanced. We can't function properly because we not balance each other. I am not saying it's boom overnight. But within yourself, you must can tell a person, good morning, good afternoon, have a nice day. Just to get out of you that energy to do something, to change something. Just to realize that it's not that hard, you know. It's not that hard. But because the mind them set in a concrete, in a stone, in a cement, the thoughts we have, and the thoughts we project, and that create with destiny, you know. And we not, the thoughts we have and I project it now change. Because of the same thing, it's the same thing that we've been doing wrong for the whole time. So many things that we said to each other. Anything black, not good. And just the fact that it's so much taken away from each other. All right, I could continue.
Too many unbalanced situations because we are having children because we wanted an orgasm or a nut, or we wanted to use sex to fill a void, but we didn't have children as a result of a productive, healthy relationship in which we wanted to reward each
other. Yo, I'm tell you sometime I listen ear. It's not like say it's just me alone seeing this situation. It's just we're not getting together and creating solutions. So I hear this, I put it on my platform. If it's 5, 10 people listen to it and share it, whatever it is, it's just to get people to understand. And if you're listening, then you can understand. If you're not listening, you're going to hear and lose the meaning. This is why I say, like the key, so our ears not cover up with nothing. The ears is just open. We nose, we breathe, we ears, just like the two of them. We eye closed. We eye closed when we sleep. But we ears always open, we nose always open, right? Them two things there, it's like automatic. It's automatic. But oh, it's so hard for people to listen. Why is it people don't listen? Because that's one of the key. If you now listen to understand, you're gonna miss the point. So the main objective is to listen. So when I listen to these people talk, again, it's not everything that a person say you're gonna agree with. And it's not for you to just pick out two cents out of the whole conversation and say, this is the whole thing. Like snippet. This is like was a half an hour meeting that they were having, and it's like everybody on the panel was pretty much saying their part, and everybody didn't agree, but they agree on certain part of the whole factor. So the main objective when he says that is for us to be compatible, first of all, before we come to this crisis situation, and then I come up and I create solution in a crisis situation. So it's true. You have to have balance before you say, okay, then fine. Let's create unbalance. Like we listen, it's only like a 1 minute or so.
In which we wanted to reward each other with this blessing that's life. 30 seconds, you get the last word. We're not going to reply afterwards.
Okay, so when it comes to influence, I talk to my own daughters on a normal basis, all right? And one thing that I always understood, even with my ex-wife, my daughters will say something to her about whatever they're going to do or whatever. The first thing she turns around and says, what your daddy going to say? The influence, we haven't been together in a decade, over a decade, me and my ex-wife. She still, to this day, says, what your daddy gonna say? You talk to your daddy, what your daddy gonna think? My influence is not just because I'm in my children's lives, it's the fact that she knows the influence that I have instilled in my children, right, where every decision my children make goes through me first. Men, decisions, money, where they live at, car they gonna buy, it comes through me. I influence my kid in almost every decision that they make.
Okay, so he says influence. It's balance. Because him say him and him ex-wife, right? And that's what it come down to. It's balance. You balance two balance you balance two. Comes down always to balance. Your parents then balance you. And that may I try to show you how growing up, it's like something that I understood. That's the balance right there. Somebody with sense, meet somebody with sense, and them decide to create something or build something, and then work on it together. If them disagree or whatever, them go them ways. But more than likely, it's balance to start off with. Usually when a brother attack you, he has a different point of view, and everybody has their point of view. His solution is 2 wives, 2 single mother coming together with a man who's, I guess, wealthy. But that don't really solve the problem. Because the kids are growing up in an environment where they have to go learn something. And waiting, they're going to practice that later on. Right? It's learned behavior. Manners and respect. Rumba time news. So I say all of them things I want to take up, I'm going to go through. It's me learning, understanding certain things, talk about my point of view in certain situations. Because I say, you can create balance for yourself, you know. We all can create balance for ourselves, but it's much better if we create balance together. Teamwork, make the dream work. Or teamwork, get the job done. So if you have somebody on your team, I see your vision and I do the things them where you have in mind to accomplish. You see what they matter about, you know, they matter about the finished job. The finished job is the kid. You can't split the kids in 2 places, and that's not balance. best thing is for the kids to be in a balanced situation. And that a free life always dep on the run and now look on the detail of balance. That's why I say manners and respect, the two of them balance each other. Them no need we, but if we take them up, them do we good. Enough things were going bad nowadays. The basic fact say it's no manners and respect why it happen. And it's like it's on us. When you turn on the video, you see, when I have my video camera run around with, it was for me to videotape the situation that I'm in and how me solve the problems. Because when people call police on you and 30 police show up and you turn on your video camera, trust me. You see like how them do it on Twitter and all of them things there? I was doing them things that way before them things that exist. But once you turn on the camera, everybody dep on a different behavior. But I try to find the next thing where the man said the people them thief them cow. Right? Me I talk about balance. The lady, them thief are planting. Right? Them unbalance are fit for the year. And I see others people are trying to reach out for the lady for balance her back. Right? I love them things there. But it wrong for them steal the woman stuff in the first place and put her in an unbalance. But the very fact that somebody reach out to her and I try to balance her back, I love them things there. So the one now, this youth, him 16 years old. And him buy him cow and him raise him cow them. And at that me I try to show you him a balance himself. Him a go to school, right? Him buy him cow them, him raise him cow them. And then go thief the youth 2 cow. And then they end up catching people and a thief it a 4 girl. This is what I talk about. Left, right, and center. Everybody's looking to unbalance somebody else. I don't know how hard it is for them find balance for themselves. And sometimes you listen to the details of this situation, you can see how it is. The man saving money, him buy him stuff, how far him have to go cut grass, and they might tell you the story of these people. The story of how them are balance themselves and how people just come in and feel say it's their right. They're entitled to whatever your blood, sweat, and tears produce. So when you look on them people, and you call them people humans and stuff, them act is not human act. They're animals. And you can't say which kind of animals, because any kind of animals we not choose, we not go disrespect them animal there. Them are just simple animal. I say it. The greatest thing is somebody use them mind and them hands, put it together and create something. I'm gonna tell you, say, with us, we just don't have the branding. Like we don't have the brand to sell our product, other than go to the people that might brand everything. Because they're good at branding. But if we ever decide to make our own brand and produce our own stuff, in that department, because everything that's our energy is created, somebody else is packaging it and selling it. If we could have packaged yourself, we wouldn't have no problem. But we have to go to other people to package yourself and then sell it back to we. We not support each other until somebody else come and say, yeah man, it good. You know what the lady tell me? Because why do you think so much people spend so much money on advertising? Because let me influence you if you do what, spend your money on their product. And I say, quietly, how much backlash? Me almost sell 3,000 backlash sauce. From me, sell my sauce. Them. And me not advertise nothing, it's just word of mouth. And if me have a barbecue, me set up and me sell my sauce, them everything, right? And I say, if I sell one backlash sauce, me nice. Because me know some product good. But without unity, and one time I have a conversation, I say, there's no financial institution dedicated to us. There's no like business planning where you can go to and say, okay, this is my business, these are my ideas. No investors in a sense that who's gonna support you. Because if there's 1,000 people in this chat group, right? And 1,000 people put $1. And that's what they're investing, $1. And with that $1, you use it 1,000, it becomes 1,000 and you invest it in your business. Right? You make a commitment to pay back the $1,000. If it's $1 per person, you pay back the $1,000 to start up your business. And I tell you, it's like, well, somebody else has to come up with that idea and then sit down in a suit and then tell us how to do it. Meanwhile, I'm saying no. We can come up with ideas for ourselves. Because every idea from the stoplight to the doorknob, all of the stuff that were created by us, somebody else take it and patent it. So we have good ideas. So why we can't come up with good ideas and put it together and manifest it together? Because we not trust each other. We not trust each other. That's the first thing. What me say, we not trust people we never see before. And we can't trust the people them but they're right beside Uno. But now I say out of 1,000 people, 5 or 6 of them not gonna be sincere enough. But 5 or 6 people are gonna stop Uno from continue doing what you're supposed to do to create something. Let me say take 3 people to start a bank. But no, nobody start a bank. Black Wall Street, that was created by us. Balance, that was a bunch of people get together and create something. Okay, so why we so afraid of to create something? Because we not trust each other, and if we build it, them are gonna break it down. So every good idea we have, we might as well dash it away because it not gonna succeed now. But me say, just me starting out with my product from me making it for myself to reach a point where me I have conversation with people to put it in a store and them things. If me then say, well, you know, say, oh, everybody now go like it. It's not for everybody to like because when you get 100 pound something, somebody gonna say, yeah, well, you should have get 101. Because that's how people talk when them can do what you can do. That are the one thing, you know. You know how important it is when me depend them program that I see the children are coming. Because when you see the children are coming, you can see the people them who have issues enough with them own life. So anybody can turn on their computer and go up on their computer and pick on somebody. Yeah? How hard is that? Me can go on every network and then block me or some block me there. So and there's so much out there me can go cause trouble upon. If me in a one troubled mood. If you want to cause problem for other people, right? It's because you have a problem with yourself. Most people will have problem with everybody. And say everybody are the problem. Nobody not tell them say them are the problem. That are the problem. What me say? Me in a situation where people mess with me now. And then them friend apologize to me. You hear me say? Me in a situation where people mess with me and them friend apologize to me, say, oh, he's an asshole. He's a piece of shit. And me I say, you see, all of uno know say him of them things there, and none of uno not tell him say him to stop them things here. So uno uphold with what him a do, you know. Uno agree with it. So we not apologize for them. Uno not have to apologize if uno tell him to stop. So enough of them situations say that I've been through my document so much times when I come in a situation. Me have to be the person, me take the losses, other than it become like worse than that. So I rather go and do my things without the help of people who's gonna use the help of them give you to bring it down. Because the moment you start make $1,000 is the moment them attitude change towards you. Oh no, him rich. Look there, him buy car. Why? Him buy truck. Like me not understand. Okay. Oh, uno want good for people, and when them reach that point, uno hate them to reach that point. That makes sense? Uno say, oh, we want good for you, we want good for you. And when you get good, you say, boy, time for you get bad. Uno can just say, we want bad for you and done. Just tell me someone want bad for me and done. Instead of uno go on like so uno want somebody to do good. Uno want somebody to feel, but uno tell them say go and win. So enough people, you see the issue where them have with themselves. The issue where them have with themselves. That's the issue they need to resolve. Because if they don't resolve that, nobody else can resolve it. We talk about the man them are rot already, which means the man them then get in a situation in them life where them like them can't overcome. And then one woman, educated woman come along now and say she fall in love with, okay, fine, she fall in love with him, she want good fame or whatever. And she try help him. And the more she help him, and the more it get worse. And then the more she help him, and the more she get worse. And then they told him, so she become a glitch. So we not go through that. We not go through the 12 colors. We just go through that. When the road, when a man, it say a man that was part of the lesson of June. It's for a man to get gushy, to take the work and do the work. That's why I'm saying, if I'm broke, I'm not have $1, I'm not ask. Because I'm supposed to make the money. Understand? Make me feel a way. Me take it if them offer it, yes, but me still feel a way. That's why I'm trying not to say nothing. Me ride out the wave, you know what I say? That's me. So again, it's how we balance each other. It's always how we balance each other, you know. And me happy for the people that we have the strength to balance themselves and balance others. You know what I say? Because me know say if we not did in other positions, then not to have that strength and balance. Enough people wouldn't balance, you know. I'm not telling you that. Enough of the people them want to help. Them people they not help, you know. But just because we don't have the unlimited ability, we don't not shy with it. That's why I say the people them will represent the 12 colors, them not stuck in a one color. Because some people them stuck in a one color where them don't represent anyways. They don't represent it, but them say, me are this, me are this, me are this. But the people them will fluid through all the 12 colors, them balance. Them have freedom of the mind. Them not make things bother them. Them not hurt people. That's why I say, when them people they we take from people and then them backs up the people after then take everything, then take the car, take the house, take the dog, take the puss, take the cat, and then still backs up cause them know say people them where them are take it from. Them people that can produce again, them people that can create. You burn down the shop, then can build back a new shop. So just the fact say them can be like that person. That's what I'm trying to show you. And them have the problem, you know. And instead of them find a solution, then go box up a person. When they get everything already, they say, oh, master, you know, so they rob him and then take everything and then them box him up. They never have to box him up. Them box him up for no reason. Just because they can't do what that person do. Them can't balance nothing. Them cannot, they don't have no, them, let me say, you know what, we did that go start talk about, you know, Bob Marley and everything, right? But me say, it come in like so I can't touch certain topic until the month then come up. That's why I say, when I put it up on my thing there, I did have to take it down because it's still freedom of the mind. It's still humanity what we have to look at. And look how we treat each other. We don't treat each other white. We don't treat each other white. If me look on you and say, oh, you're white, there's a certain respect to white. Even the fact that people that are not white say them white, them still get them respect because them say them white. When you say white, one of thing say it's only a skin color thing. No, because white is within all of us. There's what okay, on a teeth. What color on a teeth again? Black? On a teeth black. Oh, so on a feel lick out on a teeth. On a bone. What color on a bone again? So when I get old, like how me old, what up on my face? Now why hear that? Hmm? So I wanna say white no in a one. White in a all away. But the people them manifest it. Free mind. But understand what it is to set balance for all. Balance is not a religion. It's not a color. It's a practice. So balance is there for everybody. So within all of us, we have the ability to balance ourselves and balance each other. So that are the purity, the pure part of it, the natural part for nourish each other with thoughts, with ideas, right? That are the first step where we have to look at, where we not look on. That's the part that we ignore. So one time my friend called him and say, "Hey, Miss White." I tell us to get the cussing of my life. Cause when you say, okay, when we call a person by them color or any person, it's always Mr. or Miss. Understand? Cause your name could be John, your name could be Bob. There's no respect on the name. So when I call you a color, it's with the most respect. So when she look on it in a sense it's a skin color thing. But it's not a skin color thing. It's how you live thing. Okay. When me did I understand the Rasta man them, and I grew up. Remember one time with our school and we play karate, cause when I grew up, at them things that we used to like, we did have so much different things to do. We did have so much. We got boot. We go sweep. Mister, now them people, them don't have nothing to do because them have a computer that does everything for them. They can depend on them phone, order food. They can order woman, man. They can. But we say time a little bit, man. And the day not long enough we find things to do. So we used to karate, man, every day. Recess, man, a karate. You want to see me fly up in the air like a carter. Yo, trust me, man. My khaki uniform that they used to, yo, trust me, it never nice at all because it used to green up. It used to green up all the time when that stain with grass. And one time, man, this youth getting a fight after school, man. And me see this Rasta man, I pass by. And I that me I try show you, oh, I don't know, man. Things was just, it was real. It wasn't like, oh, everybody have to beat them chest and I tell you, say them a article thief, article liar, article criminal, article. Yeah, that article work out to be now because anybody can be article and then they end up be a friend boxer. Right? So the Rasta man come up to you and the Rasta man say, look, I don't have no reason for your fight. I know a brother. And just how the man talking, I'm calm. And him voice just, I have it in my head that never goes away. You hear me I say? It's always in my head because you see, the lesson when I learn from that is lessons when I carry for the rest of my life. Right? So that was my first encounter with Rastaman. So everything when me hear after that about Rastaman, me never look upon them as say it's true, right? Rastaman always righteous and cook that ital food, right? People who eat ital food are healthy people. So if them eat ital food, what's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with them eating healthy food. Rastaman, they don't believe in taking life. Animals. So when me see them things, I say, so how comes Rastaman always get a fight? Because Rastaman live white. The true Rastafarian them. Because I tell you some guy on Rastafari festival. And that one of the things that moment to me learn about say we are eat too much salt, because the food that them cook, man, the food so delicious. But them times I say, boy, missing salt. That is so funny. When I tell you sometimes you don't know certain things, or when you same time you're taught certain things and then you finally find out the truth. It's so refreshing. Because it's like, whoa. You might not learn something new. Never learned this before, never hear this before. So, oh, Rastaman live, me always look on it and say Rastaman live. Rastaman live free. Now, I know every Rastaman live that way. So, a person might know a Rastaman when I live as righteous as a Rastaman supposed to live. And say, well, that the Rastaman then all live like how all the other Rastaman them live. Doesn't matter. Just know that there's examples of people living a certain way. We're going to get a fight because that's the right way. And them set balance. Them have the empress of them side. Like, what me say? The things that I'm learn and understand, it's not for you to just learn from one person or just take what anybody said to be the gospel. The best thing for you to do is listen. Hold on. Again. The best thing for you to do is just listen and understand. Right? And we can move through the steps them of growth. But the first lesson we have to learn, the first lesson we have to look upon are the respect for each other. Knowing say all are we different, but all are we have the same goal. People, I don't know the program. I don't know the program. Hello, AI. AI, like and share, you know. I'm gonna say you like and time jump on and talk. Not true. Not true. Yo, there's so I tell you, there's so much, but it's not for us to just ramble on. It's for us to talk with sense. So when anybody listen and understand and can add for them point of view to it. Thank the people that listen upon the rerun. Right?